Hello everyone, this is Rekt, and we're about to watch the 4th episode of Avatar The Last Airbender live action on Netflix. First of all, if you haven't already, please subscribe because that really helps the channel grow. If you've already subscribed, thank you. Alright, 4th episode, Into the Dark. I guess this is the episode that we're gonna officially meet Boomy. Like I said in my outro last episode, I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle Boomy as well as the tests that he's gonna have Aang perform, because there was a purpose of it in the cartoon, but at the same time it was cartoony. Because it was a kid show. This is coming from a big fan of the cartoon. The cartoon was a kid show. It was a kid show that was elevated because of the themes that it had. It was not a kid show because it was like Dexter's Laboratory or Rocket Power. It was designed for kids, just that it was elevated. So yeah, Boomy's tests in the cartoon were cartoonish, and it was fine because it was a cartoon. But in live action, you have to adjust it and make it make sense in live action. And I'm wondering of their characterization of Boomy in this version, because he was crazy. He was crazy in the cartoon. I would also guess that he might also be crazy here, but in live action you have to have a certain kind of nuance. So I look forward to that. And I wonder why it's called Into the Dark. Oh, and this is the second night since this series dropped, and I mentioned in the previous episode that I had already been watching like a couple reactions to the first episode. I have been seeing clips from later episodes being posted online already, which I find so upsetting. Why would they do that? It's so unfair. But also I can't blame them because I know they're not posting those to annoy people like me. They're posting those for people who want to see those scenes but don't have access to Netflix. But still, I wish they didn't do that, because I saw like a thumbnail of Ko, and I really wish I didn't see that. I didn't click on the video, but I just saw the thumbnail, and immediately I would like click on the don't recommend channel. It's hard to avoid these things if you're reacting and you can only record like 2 episodes a night. But I'm gonna do my best to not get spoiled too much, even though I already know the cartoon, like I said, like the back of my hand. It's just that I wanted to see these. That's part of the reason why I did not watch the first trailer. I mean the final trailer, because I wanted to save the new scenes in that trailer for when I actually watch the show. But now I know what Ko looks like in the live action, which is a shame. But yeah, so we should just get started with episode 4.
There's been a mistake. The fires weren't my fault.
Earth Kingdom soldiers aren't particularly tolerant, even under the best of circumstances.
Oh.
General Iroh,
It's good to see you, young Avatar.
what do you think will happen to us?
I don't know. The Earthbenders aren't exactly kind to their fallen foes.
What do they do to them?
Were you working with the enemy?
Out of desperation.
Yes. Firebender said that they would kill us, and then they'd attack the city if I didn't cooperate. The only reason Omashko's been left alone is because of whatever small service I provided them.
Is that what you call giving weapons to the enemy?
Minor designs, nothing of any value in war.
Anything can be turned into a weapon in the wrong hands. Especially with the Fire Nation.
We do what we must to survive.
My father would have never done what you did.
I found him. Aang's in prison.
How did they not hear that? Into the dark. Oh.
Hey, Aang! Oh, hey, Boomy. How's training going? Shaping is hard. What are you talking about? Looks exactly like a sky bison. It's supposed to be a badger mole.
My brother, the Fire Lord, sees things through only one lens. Victory or defeat. Nothing else matters. Not even the loved ones lost along the way.
That's why Zuko's so hot to catch me? So he can win this war? For his dad?
Zuko's victory lies not in winning the war, but in winning his life back.
You could show him this isn't the way. He'll listen to you. He owes you that much.
On the contrary, it is I who owe him far more than I can ever repay.
Omashu's prison is deep in the heart of the mountain, surrounded by solid rock. The only way in or out is through the palace.
What about the tunnels?
Tunnels?
The secret tunnels.
Secret tunnels.
Those who go in never come out. If you believe the tales, vengeful spirits guard the passages.
So, not just secret tunnels, secret haunted tunnels?
Secret tunnels. Secret tunnels. Secret, secret, secret haunted tunnels.
You're going to see the king.
This one shows a path due south, and this one spirals straight up.
Is that Mai's knife?
It's my Fire Nation contact.
Tell them you'll meet him. Then go to the Earth Kingdom generals and let them know they can set a trap to round up these spies.
The Firebenders made it clear, any resistance and they'll send everything they've got at us.
Let them come. The Avatar has returned to the world. It's time to stop hiding. It's time to fight.
It's a statue of Flopsy. Ooh, I like his chair.
The prisoner you requested. He was caught fighting, menacing the people. He's an airbender.
Lotus root, pine bark, dried jasmine. Lotus root, pine bark, dried jasmine, scalding hot water, steep for 2 minutes. Tea?
Okay.
And you're wrong about him. He is not just an airbender. He is the master of all 4 elements, the savior of the world.
Went right straight to it.
The Avatar.
Boomy?
Hello, Aang.
Boomy! How are you still alive?
Hard to say if it's good or bad luck, but more importantly, how are you still a child?
It's a long story.
Huh. Ooh.
It's been 2 minutes already.
Pine bark? What idiot told you to put pine bark in it?
You did.
Throw him
A feast.
a feast.
I like that they went straight right into it. Is that how you say it? Ooh. Can be pretty handy.
Jet.
Spies, traitors, is that who you want to save?
Oh, he sounds like Jet from the cartoon.
Life may be simple in the South Pole, but here you have to make hard decisions. That's what it means to fight a war. I thought you were on our side.
You've forgotten what you're fighting for. You're not fighting for anything you love. You're fighting because of hate, just like the Firebenders. Goodbye, Jet.
Her expression is still lacking.
That wasn't you. That was me.
Her voice is there, but her expression is... leaves more to be desired. But like I said, no hate.
You don't belong here.
Sir, I was assigned prisoner transfer duty, but I'm already in enough trouble this month.
The old firebender was taken to the pit. The other one's still here. What are you gonna do?
Go to the pit.
For your meal, I offer you 2 choices. Short ribs from Kangaroo Island. They practically jump into your mouth.
I heard that place is hopping.
And seaweed stew. Heard it really helps with your complexion.
He has a laughing track.
I don't eat meat.
That's right, you don't. Good choice.
Was this a test?
What? A test? No. More like a game. So, frozen in an iceberg for 100
Let
years,
us
huh?
leave.
That must have been nice.
No, it was a nightmare.
The world is on fire. People are dying, and you got to sleep through it all.
All the airbenders were wiped out, and I wasn't there to help them.
He slept through it not on purpose.
It was a tragedy, and it might happen again, which is why you need to let me go.
Let us leave.
I just thought of something. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the
Tell
episode.
me I should care? Have you been fighting the same fight for a century? Have you watched your whole world burn down around you? Let me tell you something, Avatar. You may be 100 years old, but you haven't lived for 100 years. Especially not these 100 years.
This can't be right.
This was the only opening in the mountain. Listen. Do you hear music?
How are they already here? They're from book 2.
Shake it.
So dig a bit and you will find.
Oh my gosh. Secret tunnel. Secret
That was all
tunnel.
kinds of right. So what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Why are you doing it here?
Acoustics. Best in Omashu.
Hear that? Harmony. If these guys are okay being here, the tunnels probably aren't that bad.
Tunnels. Oh, no, these aren't the tunnels. Those are the tunnels. I want to go in there.
We don't have a choice.
You should probably see this. It's a tale of two lovers.
How is this already here? Well, I guess it makes sense because they already put the secret tunnels here.
The villages were enemies, so they couldn't be together. But their love was strong, so they found a way. They learned earthbending from the badger moles, becoming the first earthbenders.
None of that Legend of Korra crap.
One day, Oma didn't come. She'd been killed in an attack. Devastated, Shu wielded her earthbending power to bring the villages to their knees. She could have destroyed them all, but instead, she declared the war over. Both villages helped her build a new city where they would live together in peace. The great city was named Omashu, as a monument to their love.
Exactly. That was a great way of
Love is brightest in the dark.
showing that.
Especially if you're going to go into the dark void from which no living being ever returns.
But Aang's not here.
It'll be okay. There's nothing to be afraid of in there.
Right. There's no such thing as angry spirits.
Oh, that song is directly from the cartoon. Secret. Oh.
Secret, 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 secret tunnel.
I can't believe they're already here. Oh, but like I said, it makes sense because they already put the secret tunnels here. That's when we met them in book 2.
Now, is there anything I can do to make your journey more comfortable?
I'm fine. Thank you.
You sure? Come on, don't hesitate to speak up.
Well, now you done goofed. Oh, and that's what he leaves for Zuko instead of his sandal.
Oh, you want to go north? There's fire all over the north.
I don't have a choice.
It means you should be careful where you step.
Ooh, what is this?
Is this Genomite?
Boomy, what are you prove.
Maybe I'm trying to show you there are no easy journeys for the Avatar. Maybe I just wanted to play a game, like we did back in the old days. And maybe I just wanted a bite of rock candy.
Can't believe they put that in this.
I'm coming, Uncle.
This way. Map's unclear, but I got a hunch.
A hunch?
Yeah, a feeling, an instinct.
She knows what you meant.
Put out your light. Well, what do you know? Love is brightest in the dark. Get it? It was a clue. You have to let it get dark so you can follow the light. That's how you find the path.
These things are everywhere. It said love is brightest in the dark, not glowy rocks.
Katara, what is your problem?
I'm not a little girl anymore.
Yet you keep acting like one.
And you keep acting like you know everything when you couldn't even tell that a traitor was flat out lying to you.
Says the girl who fell for a terrorist.
That's not what happened.
You should have never talked to him. Dad put me in charge.
You're not
They're gonna.
Guess we're not in Wolf Cove anymore, are we?
Imagine if Gran could see us now.
Come on. We better get going.
The animals look really good. Okay, this guy is an asshole.
Firebenders don't need water, right? No, bossing say the city had to ration fresh water after the first year of the season.
I guess I get where it's coming from.
My brother, though, he was on watch the night you torched the eastern wall. By the time we put the fires out, there was nothing left of him to bury. He was 19. Was it worth it? We were at war. I was a soldier. You were a butcher.
I like this conversation.
I can still smell smoke when I go to sleep at night.
I get where it's coming from.
War pushes us to the edge. Some of us don't like what we find there. Is that your pitiful way of saying you're sorry for what you did? I wasn't talking about me. Sir. Oh, it's true, isn't it? You have no humanity. You know nothing of loss.
That's not true.
Is it true he abandoned the siege?
Yes, after his son was killed.
So, his son dies a hero and he'll be forever known as a coward.
Brother, take comfort in knowing that Liu Tan will forever be hailed as a champion of the Fire Nation.
Thank you, Ozai.
His sacrifice will be enshrined in legend.
Uncle, what a great honor for you and for Liu Tan to die in the service of the Fire Nation.
That image of Liu Tan is directly from the cartoon, I think.
When my studies weren't going well and Father was unhappy, Liu Tan gave me this. He'd won it for finishing first in his officer class. He said it should belong to someone destined to do great things.
Leaves from the Vine is playing in the background.
Liu Tan never needed it because he was the strongest person I knew.
You're getting good at that.
Yeah, And Jet, he helped me through some things. He lost family, just like us. Jet might have gone down the wrong path, but he was pushed that way.
Oh? That's not right.
The crystals were just crystals, like I thought.
No, that's a door. You have to.
This shouldn't be here.
Oh yes. The caves are changing.
Unless
The tunnels are changing.
Or the tunnels are changing, not the caves. So there are badger moles in this? In book 1?
A true test of whether or not you are prepared to be the Avatar.
The Boomy I know is a fun-loving, happy kid who loves to skip rocks and always thinks about his friends.
That was before the war, and
It's all about games with you, isn't it, Avatar? Who cares about, saving the world? Well, let's play one final game.
uh-oh.
You versus me. To the death.
To the death? Badger moles.
Badger mole.
Wow. I want to see Arrow fight. Wait, what? Did he burn that guy alive?
Do it!
No.
We've all seen enough death.
Or was it a shield?
That's what you get for showing an Earthbender compassion.
Got stabbed?
You're okay.
He was really gonna eat him. But badger moles are supposed to be really docile. Music.
What's going on? Are we dead?
Oh.
Love is brightest in the dark. They sense feelings and react to them.
Okay, this Boomy is good.
Boomy, you don't have to do this!
Some of us have to fight even when we don't want to. That's what it means to be in a war! You left us.
Not on purpose, Boomy.
And you left us. You can't rely on anyone, even your friends. Especially your friends.
Quicksand.
Let it fall. Let it fall. And you win!
Boomy, this isn't a game!
Yes, it is. One that requires you to make impossible choices. Do I save this town or that? Who gets the last of the food scraps, the orphanage or the soldiers? And that's just to save this one city.
Oh.
Let it fall, Aang, and learn what it means to be the Avatar.
No!
Then the world is doomed.
Soldiers, get the king! It's the only way I'm gonna save the world. With my friends. Remember this? I use it to call a friend.
Oh,
That's what
it's
I'm gonna do now.
he made Appa's whistle.
You're right. I wasn't here for the world. Or for you. But I'm here now.
I understand what Bumi's getting at. 100 years of having to deal with all this
Fire
endlessly.
Nation forces are on the move. They'll be here by dawn.
You're under attack?
We will be ready. Oh, but I do have one more challenge for you.
It seems we are always getting on or off boats. Perhaps that is our lot in life, Prince Zuko.
Oh.
Ah, good. It's not too late.
What are you doing here, Uncle?
Same as you. Getting ready to embark on what is sure to be a memorable journey. I've come fully prepared. All the tea I need.
I don't need a babysitter.
How about a friend?
My father made it very clear that I'm not to return until I find the Avatar. It could be a very long time before we return home.
Everything I need is on this boat. Like I said, all the tea I need.
Look at his eyes. Oh my gosh. Leaves from the Vine always manages to make me tear up.
What is it, Zuko?
Nothing. Let's get you home.
Priorities. Alright, that was episode 4, Into the Dark. We met Bumi, and Bumi tested Aang, and I guess Bumi had grievances with Aang's absence. I understand it. It wasn't like that in the cartoon. In the cartoon, he kind of just took it in stride that the Avatar was back. He also wanted to test him, but he was not like testing him in a way where it was only one-sided, you know, in the cartoon. Here, the test... Wait, what did I say? In the cartoon, the tests were different. It was to make Aang think outside the box. They never talked about finding an earthbending master here, which was the point of, well, not really the point, well, which was part of the conversation in the cartoon. And Bumi told him, or maybe not, it doesn't happen during that episode. I'm really trying to tread lightly so as to not, because I don't know if just fans of Avatar Last Airbender cartoon are gonna watch our videos, or if there are fresh viewers like I was with the live action One Piece. So I'm trying not to talk about stuff that happens later on, but I know there are times, or there have been times in the previous videos where I just had to talk about some things. But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting how they handled Bumi here. I saw a comment, I think on Facebook, that he kind of looks like Lemony Snicket. And he does. It's fine. It's fine. It's a crazy character to adapt in live action, but he does have Bumi's voice down pat. Like he sounds exactly like Bumi. And unfortunately, with Katara, or Kyoan Tio, the actress playing Katara, she still does not have the expression on her face that I want from her whenever she bends. I'm just talking about for when she bends, because you have to sell it. You have to sell that you're bending an element. You know, you can't just be looking like... You see Bumi bending, you see Aang bending, there's expression in their face. You see Iroh bending, Zuko, there's expression. With Katara, it's still missing. which pains me to say it, because otherwise I like her. I like her as Katara. It's just that when she's bending, I need to be able to buy it. And how am I supposed to buy it if her expression is not selling it? I hope that does not come off mean or that I'm trying to nitpick. Like, even the random earthbender at the very beginning of the first episode sold his bending with the expressions he was making. So I really hope we're still halfway there. So there's still room, there's still time for improvement. I really hope, because she has a big thing that I'm really anticipating at the North, and I want to be able to buy it. I want to be able to buy the sequence. But if she's not gonna express in her face, then it's gonna feel really underwhelming. Well, overall, I still enjoyed it, and it was nice finally seeing Iroh fight. I hope we see more. Of all of them, it's Iroh that I'm really concerned for the most when it comes to the bending. I'm concerned about the actor, because this actor, Paul Sun Young Lee, is not known for action roles. So like I wonder how he's gonna be able to sell some of the stuff that he's eventually gonna have to do. Oh, and we did get a flashback to Luten's wake. I didn't realize it at first, but they were playing Leaves from the Vine in the background, because I was paying attention to the dialogue, and all of a sudden I recognized the tune in the background, and looking at Iroh's face and then him tearing up, all of a sudden I also teared up. Leaves from the Vine and Iroh's backstory with his son means a lot to so many Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, and you would understand why if you've seen it. So yeah, that was episode 4 of the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender from Netflix. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notifications on new uploads. With that said, this has been Rekt. See you next video.